and say Ghana for Bebrina Ebusa a year in Sambia say na your vice president Nana Jane wo hen wafa hen just say yentene nka yentene mpupu ye bia e wo man Ghana ha na yin bia yemfa e na just say ye maami wakwahye ensem bebre e na just say Ghana for ebusa na enne de ensema abeto ya pono so enyina just say NDC for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etumi ayi ye maami Nana Jane Esinchen and I just more focus on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any NDC in penning for be any upcoming 2027 or more flagbearer or more ebeyini so far nipa ye see old lady eye Haruna Idrisu ase dunketia okujeto abrakwa atofo na isim say ya maame Nana Jane de ye yine edine Esinchen kra just onkam ehonsem ena ebi abeka mensa mesumi beje na wagya adwenche or your comment section ase ede amai
approval ratings. They said the goodwill of the goodwill of the government
on the president's
is there.
Rating?
Has Imani come out to say that the goodwill of the government has been evaporated?
No,
have they said that?
Because you are making a statement.
So yes, I'm not making a statement. I'm referencing a report.
Which report specifically?
The Imani come out with a report that says that the goodwill of the president has taken a hit. The government has taken a hit. Has evaporated. Has he said that?
So Imani has conducted a survey on the president's approval rating, and they say that the approval rating of the John Mahama administration has been wiped out.
Imani has conducted a study, and the study says that the goodwill of the government
has been wiped out,
have evaporated, and they gave the reasons. Yes, and they gave the reasons for that. Mass dismissal of workers.
Franklin Kuchi is joining us right now.
Exactly. To talk about this one.
He's on.
Okay. No, let's go and see what. Let's go to see what the report is saying is true.
Make your point.
So the question I'm making is that within the 8 months of the current government, the president's high flying rate of about 73% has dropped to 63 or so percent, also about 6%.
And he said wiped out.
Now this is.
I'm quoting two different reports. Martin, if you listen, you will hear. I'm quoting global and he's here. Your report says how much has the president lost in 8 months?
That was last week.
Mr. Adakwa, you said the president has lost how much?
6%.
6%. Within 8 months. Two, Imani also has a report that says that the president has also lost, the government has lost some favorability ratings. So the point I'm making is this: let's keep going on with this and this, and the idea that nobody can abrogate themselves as God to say that this person cannot win, this person win. Because look, I know people who have said Akufo-Addo can never be president until he became president. I know people who have said that Professor Mills could never be president until he became president. And I know people who have said that, it can never happen until it happens. So look, I am happy to say that yes, I'm glad to see this is happening. But there's something unfortunate that is happening within the NDC that I'm not happy about. For the first time, the NDC is moving away from their tradition of letting the sitting vice president replace the president. And they are doing that, trying to bundle away and trying to push out the sitting vice president, which is not fair. Jerry John Rawlings handed over to his vice president. Mills. The NDC has a tradition. The NDC has a tradition of making sure that an incumbent vice president takes over from the sitting president. That is the NDC's tradition.
Okay, but if you say
let me develop that point. Yes. And that point was solidified on what became known as the Road Declaration, where Jerry John Rawlings stood up boldly, held the hand of Peter Mills, and said that Mills was going to lead him. When he did that, Guzetano and the report, they left the party and went to form a new party. And from that moment on, the NDC almost disintegrated on the three parts. But the NDC stood by. That is why Mills replaced Rawlings. That is why Professor Mahama replaced Mills. And today, it is the turn of Professor Jane Nana to replace Mahama. And what do we see? She's not even making the 3%. So when you see the fight back from the NDC that Musa Danko don't do what you are doing, what they are simply trying to say is that your poll now is saying that the vice president cannot be president. They are telling you that your poll now is saying that this woman is not when you are trying to muzzle out this woman. And that is why you see the fight. When you hear Kwesi Ahoy and others calling into Metro TV to propose this, and they are saying that let's protect this woman.
Dr. Zato.
Let's go to can I see the NDC? Can I see the NDC chat?
one of the things I don't do is to take up what happens on other platforms that we haven't seen.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so
to make it a discussion point.
Okay, I don't.
You know that.
No, good. So let's talk about the. Can I say the NDC
so
list,
because
please?
you indicated that
The NDC, okay.
The NDC is muscling out.
The vice president, yes.
That is to suggest that the party has taken a decision to do so.
Whether it's by coincidence or it is this, the fact is that the vice president is, how can the president have 67% approval ratings, meanwhile the vice president is not even cracking the top 3%?
I asked a specific question.
Yes.
You say the NDC is muscling out the vice president.
Yes.
Where did they do that?
That's how I read the polls. Please,
that's how you understand.
Can you put up the NDC?
That's how you understand the polls.
So look at this. I want to.
That's how you understand.
I want to tell you the analysis behind that poll. I want to tell you the analysis behind that poll.
No, I want to tell you the analysis behind that. I think that in understanding this,
Alfred,
how you play the poll. Wait,
Alfred, you could just pardon me. You see, it is Saturday morning.
I'm going to come to you.
It's Saturday morning. As in when people wake up, I'm going to come on Saturday morning when they don't want to go to work. They want to listen to enlightening and enriching.
Exactly. Let's do that. I want to do that.
Ridiculous.
I want to do that.
Hold on.
So can we look?
The person who did this is here. In reading this, is that to say that there was any specific muscling out agenda?
You know, I've never been part of any agenda of any group of people in my life. We put out an announcement. Look, we have done several work behind the scene. And in the first poll we conducted, she was first with 25%, then Haruna Idrisu and the rest. Then she got into these health challenges. And thereafter, she was taking time to recover. We did a poll quietly and asked people, who would you prefer to lead NDC without her name? And we put someone else. And we said, if there's someone else, mention who. So obviously, if she was on people's mind after that situation, people would have mentioned her name or have brought her back. So what the list we have is a combination of people who get in touch with us, our own assessment, and our own internal polling data that shows people are not mentioning her. And we put out an announcement that her name is not there. If you believe any person's name is missing from the this list, please contact us. That was publicly announced. Nobody contacted us. So don't come and say that. Look, Mr. Zato, I think let's be measured.
No. You make your point.
Hold on. Make your point. Okay, I'm listening.
Because you can't hold on.
The polls are done by us, not by NDC.
And not NDC.
NDC doesn't own this poll. We are not NDC.
How can it be used to muzzle out?
If you like, your African can do a poll with NDC.
Some arguments you don't make.
So at least now the matter has been put to rest.
No, what you make a claim? You are responding. You are asking for a response again. What matters?
Listen to yourself.
Yes, I do. You make a claim. Can I be responsible? What matters? You ask if you can respond. What matters? I'm telling you that you have.
Hold on.
Do what?
Hold on.
Do listen to yourself when you
Make
talk.
a claim. And the person who did the poll is.
Did I say him wasn't him out?
So
Did I say that?
Then
Did I say so? Let me explain. I'm relaxed. I'm very relaxed.
On what basis are you then saying it's been muscled out?
With the poll. Thank you.
With the poll. Your reference was with the poll.
Thank you very much. You have a vice president who is serving the president. The president's approval rating is 63%. Very popular with all Ghanaians, with all NDC members. Yet the president, his vice president, cannot even make 20% within the party.
So you're going back to the point that he has just explained.
The point that the point I'm making, you should understand is this data. Why is the president so popular within the party and the vice president so unpopular within the party? Why?
That's how you understand.
That's what the poll is telling you. The poll is telling me that the vice president doesn't even make the top 5%.
Look, doctor, I respect the title doctor.
Yes.
Her name wasn't included here. So you can't say she's not.
You mean she was not poll? She was not poll. The vice president is even vice president. I'm telling you, leave it. You are listening. If you do the vice president to play the party in a party that has a tradition of the vice president always representing the president, not always. It's always. You know, I can't left off his there was no transition.
There was no transition.
Yes, Yes, I'm saying always. Just because I was not even a member of the
your point. Thank you. Now, let's bring our Hassan.